When the white sails of Captain Cook's ship, the Resolution, was spotted off the shores of Kealakekaua Bay, it signaled a new period of Hawaiian history. As more and more Westerners arrived, their influence grew and soon Hawaiian traditions and ceremonies were ignored and shunned. The old gods were cast down for a new one. The ancient kapu system that had formed the basis of Hawaiian law for generations was overturned in favor of new Western laws. Even the style of dress changed. Under the influence of the missionaries, hula, surfing, and even the Hawaiian language was banned.
Whenever a colonial power came in to administer an island nation, they would bring their own things, their own religion, and dominate in so many ways.
In 1898, Hawaii herself was absorbed by a Western power. What had once been a proud sovereign kingdom was now a territory of the United States of America. Under the U.S. administration, many wealthy developers turned Hawaii into a tourist hotspot. The tourist industry brought much revenue into the islands. However, the tourist industry came at a cost. Hawaiian culture began to be mixed and blurred with many other Polynesian cultures, such as Tahiti and Samoa. In response to the loss and distortion of Hawaiian culture, many people living on Hawaii, both native Hawaiians and non-Hawaiians, began revitalizing the Hawaiian culture, some through music and others through more violent means. Though it may not appear that my family is connected to its Hawaiian roots, I have many family members who are part of the native Hawaiian community. My Auntie Leilani works as a social worker for the Queen Liliuokalani Trust, which helps the children of Hawaii. My Uncle Kuila is an expert in Hawaiian medicines and is a board member of the Waianae Coast Comprehensive Health Center, an organization that provides health care and many other necessities to the native Hawaiian population living on the Waianae Coast. While researching places that help preserve Hawaiian culture, I found this place, the Manoa Heritage Center. Its website reads, "The Manoa Heritage Center is a non-profit organization founded in 1996, whose mission is to promote the thoughtful stewardship of the natural and cultural heritage of Hawaii." To find out more, I interviewed one of their employees.
My name is Margot Vitorelli, and I'm the Education Director here at Manoa Heritage Center. We schedule tours. People like to come here for tours. It's a wonderful 1-hour outdoor tour of a historic and cultural site. So we get students, seniors, adults, families all coming. And so we schedule the tours and then monitor them and get a volunteer docent to guide the tour. Well, Sam and Mary Cook, who own the property and live next door, always had the heiau on the property ever since they've been here and decided to plant native plants around the garden. He was a scientist who believed in preserving the environment, taking care of the environment. He was also an art collector. So many of the Cook family have become collectors, preservationists, conservationists. So it's something that's been carried on through the years. This is 3.5 acres of private property, which is now a non-profit organization. And on the site is a botanical garden with 30 to 40 species of native plants and the heiau, a Hawaiian worshiping site, which is known to be an agricultural heiau. When you walk down through the stone wall, you enter the native plant garden. And those are all plants derived by themselves and then later evolved into new species. And as you exit the garden, we have what we call the Polynesian Introduction Garden, which features maybe 10 or 15 different plants that Polynesians brought when they arrived. And so those are introduced by Polynesians. You can learn about the culture through the plants. A lot of our plants in our gardens are used to make kapa, used to make cordage, rope, used for medicines, used for dyes, used for food, used for making implements. So many fascinating uses at a time when Hawaiians lived off the land, were close to the land, and still are close to the land. And Native Hawaiians are not just in history or the past. They're living today They're relearning their culture, they're establishing strength and solidarity and community, and this place is a place where people can come to learn about the indigenous people of these islands who were here first.
Inspired by the Manoa Heritage Center and its mission, I decided to volunteer there to help them. I worked in the garden for an hour and a half on 2 Mondays under the supervision of Anthony Ortiz, the Manoa Heritage Center's plant specialist, and helped weed, trim, and prune. Because only 2 people work in the garden, I increased the workforce by 1/3. Hopefully, this will help the Manoa Heritage Center spread its vast amount of knowledge. Despite Hawaiian culture's rough past, many, including myself, are optimistic about the future. The recent resurgence of Hawaiian culture, dubbed the Hawaiian Renaissance, has hundreds of participants, many famous musicians. In addition, the Hawaii Tourism Authority recently created the Hawaii Culture Initiative, a program designed to stop the distortion of Hawaiian culture. Also, Senator Daniel Akaka has proposed in Congress the Akaka Bill, which would give Hawaiians recognition on a federal level. With so many people helping Hawaiian culture, how can it not flourish? The future of Hawaii is bright, and hopefully it can grow brighter still.